Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Sock Talks with Joy and Sean. Glad to have you here today. And
Hi, Joy.
how's Florida weather down there? Good.
Oh, sunny and 80 and just a little light breeze. Yeah, the beach walk was tough today. So,
Yeah, I can tell. Hey, whoever's listening, wherever you're listening in from, anymore, it's like such a bag of whatever out there. You don't even know. We got up this morning and there's like frost on the ground. It's like the 29th of March. It's like what is going on? Yeah, and Mark had to travel up to, his father-in-law's in central Pennsylvania, and he says the mountains are covered with snow,
no,
you know. So
no,
it's like really
no, thank
crazy.
you.
So,
No.
but anyways, well, hey Sean, I listened to your little walk on the beach here today. I thought it was very interesting. We talked, kind of trust your instinct. I mean, it's trust
Well,
your trust
we're
your
a company where we're, taught and coached and, act on your promptings. And the quote, and I'm sorry I didn't recognize the actual author of the quote, but Jordan shared that quote on Monday that, trust your gut and the things that you don't do are the ones that you really regret. And I heard that, and then it really just over the last couple of days resonated, and it's true, and it's the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You
hmm
know, it's the things that you don't that, and going down the dark alley at midnight on in a bad city. Yeah, we all like, well, that's probably not a great idea.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, it's those things that come to mind and we don't act on, and I think that those are the things that we look back and I knew I should have done that, or what if I would have done that, or I could have done this, or so it really is, and it's just listening. I think our bodies are very intuitive,
hmm
and if you buy into that we're all energy,
hmm
and when you think of something and you feel yourself being pushed a certain way, there's probably a reason that you should do it,
hmm hmm
and don't look back in 10 years and have the woulda, coulda, shouldas.
Right, right. Yeah. I mean, I think we all have situations like that that have happened. And we were kind of reminiscing back when we were talking earlier about some of the bands that we know now and they're still out there playing and how older they look. We don't look older, but they
I
look
know. I
older.
just it's that rock and roll lifestyle, Joy. It takes a toll
I
on you.
know, I know. I hear you, I hear
Card
you.
lifestyle is easy.
Yeah. But you look back and you think of those times that you did those kind of things and do you have regrets? No, you don't have any regrets for it.
Right.
But are there times that you could have taken opportunities to do something, go somewhere, see somebody, whatever? We talk about it all the time with send out cards because we know that you think of somebody, you send them a card. You got to act on those promptings, because you don't know. I think Sean, one of the best things you have, I love what you say, and I steal it often. I just want you to know, but I think about you every time I do. Prompting is not just a card.
That's fine.
But another thing I thought about too is like your prompting is somebody's else emotional reaction.
Sure.
You
Yep.
know, no matter what it's going to be, that you're going to stir an emotion in them when you do that.
I had I walked somebody through sending a card on last Thursday. And I might have touched on it last Friday when we talked. And his dad he just wrote a book about how to putt. So he found went to Google, found the picture of the book, put it, and then he sent me um, the reaction from dad. Like, oh my God. And he said, I'm joining, you know, but he said, oh my God, look at this. And he sent the text, and it was a 2 paragraph text from his dad, like, oh my God, that was so wonderful. And you're right. He obviously said something. I try to look away when they're writing their stuff. It's hard on
Yeah, yeah,
Zoom, but
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, he's like, you're right. And so it's just, he acted when I said, who you want to send a card to? And he was immediate. Oh, my dad just wrote a book. And he said he's gonna be so surprised when he gets this card. And what if I wouldn't have talked with him and he wouldn't have? Would his life be okay? Yeah, but he had a special moment that his dad's gonna keep that card forever.
Mhm, mhm,
So I'm a big trust your gut, trust your instinct. And I had that conversation with my daughter like Yeah, I'm really proud of you. It's been a month with, you know, you had a child and you're doing really good. And I said, you got it all figured out. She just looked at me. I said, you really never do, but just trust yourself, trust your
Mhm,
instinct, trust your
mhm,
gut. You'll know
yeah,
the right things to do at the right moments,
mhm.
especially when they get older. It might go over like a lead balloon with them, but you know what the right things are. So
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter how old they are, it still continues. So,
no, and we said, you know, obviously we're not allowing her to date till 30. And you know, I said, but you know, you laugh like that, but you know, you just have to you instill the right things into them, and you trust your instincts, and they'll make the right decisions. So most
right,
times,
right,
so
right.
yeah,
Well, sometimes you have to ask yourself too, or have to think about it too, is, are you too fast paced in this world, trying to always look so far ahead that you're missing those opportunities? Are you missing those times of your gut feeling? Or are you in a situation where everybody around you is a bigger influence than your own gut, you know?
true. Well, I think especially when you're younger,
Hmm. Oh
you know,
yeah,
I mean, you're
peer
trying to figure
pressure.
out who you are, you know, in your teens and 20s, and you know, you are influenced by, you know, you're more by your friends than your family, and sometimes you go, well, and I think when good kids get in trouble, they probably know they shouldn't be doing what they're doing, but their friends are like, come on, you know.
Yeah,
So,
taking them
and that's a
on.
difficult choice to, at a
Hmm.
young age, to go if everyone's
Hmm.
going this way and you go that way.
Hmm.
Um, so hopefully it's mild trouble.
Yeah.
So we've all had that.
Well, listening to your gut also, you mature in that too. I mean, you start realizing what it
Hey,
is.
it's been right.
Yeah.
And I think
You,
some people are more intuitive to that
hmm. More in tune, yeah.
than others, in tune to listening to, yeah, this doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah.
So, or, you know, that sounds like a great idea, but no one else is doing it. I should try that.
Hmm. Hmm. So when in doubt,
Trust your gut.
trust your gut.
And think if you're older, think about your, and again, like you said, not regrets, but just some of the things maybe you missed out on. Did you have an instinct? Did you have a gut feeling to do it and you didn't?
And you didn't do it. Yeah.
And those are gonna, and like I said, that quote, those are gonna be your biggest disappointments. And it's true. It's true.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and I have conversations with people all the time. I think that once you listen to your, as we call them, promptings, and I say promptings, instincts, I'm gonna add your gut, you know, once you start learning and slowing down, like you said, people are busy and I don't even know what. Once you start slowing down and listening to them, you do get, as Cody said, we get more of them and they get bigger, you know,
Hmm.
as
Hmm.
we grow. So
Right. Yeah. Yep.
that is your lesson for today, my children.
Yeah. That is it. Listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. So
Yep.
awesome. All right.
So
Well,
we're gonna have the logo gonna be one big fat belly gut on the pic. No,
Oh yeah, that should be
yeah.
good. Hmm. Now you
If you
got
don't
me
have a hairy
thinking.
gut, that's okay. It's still listen to your gut.
Crazy. Awesome. Okay,
All
everybody.
right.
Well, thanks for
Have a
listening
lovely
today.
weekend.
Yeah, you do the same, Sean. Have
Yep.
a good one. And everybody, we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.